Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-45 Research Methods for Saturday, September 23rd. I'm just going to go over a few items and reminders like I always do to help you stay on top of things, so let's get started. First up, just a reminder that your feedback for part 1 of your APA style literature review paper that was posted recently, so make sure you take a look at that if you haven't already. I tend to give pretty detailed feedback depending upon the type of errors that you had there, but make sure when you start working on your second component, part 2, the outline as it's called, that you incorporate any of that feedback I gave from part 1, because I hate to see you have the same problems that you get dinged for a second time that you could have easily corrected from that feedback I gave you from the first part of the paper. So most of those problems were easily remedied, especially regarding the formatting of your references. All those things are easy to fix, so make sure that you do that, because I gave you pretty good detailed feedback for you to accomplish that, so please do. And remember, you'll find the dedicated APA Literature Review module underneath Unit 5 of our course material on Canvas, so scroll down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath Unit 5, you'll see the APA Lit Review module. You want to open up the instructions for Component 2, that is the outline. At the very top, you'll see a little short how-to video where I walk you through with screenshots and narration and show and tell you what's available on the instruction page to help you out, and just some important information so you know exactly what you need to do. So please do check that out there. You will find there are a number of sample outlines available for you to take a look at, so please do examine those. They'll really give you a good idea of what you need to turn in this time around, because it's a bit more than you did for the first time there. And just a couple of things I do want to mention around this: make sure you cite, that is, you refer to each one of your 10 references at least one time. Don't have references that you don't cite in your outline. And also be careful about excessive quoting. Just putting in block after block of quote as your citation from each of your sources is not really writing. So quoting is not writing. So some quoting is okay, but make sure that you actually paraphrase it, as put some things in your own words there. There is a grading rubric. A rubric is just basically a grading scheme or plan that I'm going to use to either have you earn points or deduct points, so please take a look at that. That rubric is in a file near the bottom of the instructions for the outline, so do check that out so you don't make any major mistakes and lose a lot of points. And this is going to be due on Thursday, October 5th. So it's coming up not too far away, but it's not too soon either, so you've got some time to get it done. So do check out everything I've given you there as far as resources, including your Pocket Guide to APA Style that I reference in a few places there too. And don't forget your Pocket Guide to APA Style. You find that on the MindTap platform. Just go all the way below Chapter 15 on MindTap, where the assignments are there, and then underneath Chapter 15 you'll see the link to the Pocket Guide, so do check those areas out that I mentioned in the instructions for the outline. Next up here, you had your most recent Chapter 6 quiz and discussion that was due there last evening. Most of you did a great job there as far as that discussion regarding should we use people like yourselves as participants in psychological research. There's definitely some good news and bad news about doing that, and most of you did a nice job of detailing that, especially with regard to external validity. You have your next quiz, your next Chapter 7, its quiz and discussion are due next Friday there on September 29th. Don't forget that time differential as always regarding the due date and time. The discussion is due a bit earlier at 9 p.m. The quiz is due a bit later at 11:59 p.m. So it's a pretty interesting discussion this time. You're actually going to watch another video from that What Would You Do series, so make sure you give yourself enough time to watch it and then reflect upon what you saw regarding the prompts that I provide there for you. And also, I just wanted to mention, in the Chapter 7 material in our unit there is an extra link there to this CBS News video about placebos, and everything you thought you knew about placebos actually might be wrong. It's a really amazing, mind-blowing video, and I don't say that lightly. It's pretty shocking what they find there about what we thought we understood about how placebos actually work. It's really kind of upending a lot of things, so do check that out there. You'll be glad you did. It's about 7 minutes long, and it's really well done. It's kind of laugh out loud funny in some places, and I try to find things that are at least entertaining, so do check that out there. That's pretty much everything I wanted to say this time. And just keep in mind, with Chapter 7, this is our first strategy chapter, that is a research strategy, and we're going to see lots of strategy chapters from here on out, and also some design chapters from here on out too. You'll notice that in the title of the chapters. So this first Chapter 7 strategy chapter is all about the experimental strategy. So I'm gonna really go through a lot of information about experiments that maybe you hadn't learned about before in some of your other psychology classes, because this is the course where you drill down and really get into the detail of that. So definitely check that out there. All right, that's everything I wanted to say for this time. We have our live session this coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. And remember, it's not a lecture, it's just an open office hour in case you need anything and you want to drop by. I'll be there virtually in person to answer your concerns. And also just a heads up that we do have our Unit 2 exam coming up, not next week, but the following week there, Monday through Wednesday, October 2nd through October 4th. You will be getting a reminder announcement about that early next week on Canvas, so do keep an eye out for that. And don't forget your Mind Tap assignments for chapters 5, 6, and 7, those chapters that are in Unit 2. That'll be due on the Sunday evening before the exam opens up on the following Monday. So Sunday, October 1st, 11:59 p.m., you need to have your Mind Tap chapters 5, 6, and 7 done. So just a reminder, but you'll see that in the announcement coming up there too. All right, that's all for now. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll get back to you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.